Hello everyone and welcome to the first session of grammar in which I would like to take first the topic of if clause, which is also called as conditional clause. So first we will see the definition of a clause. A group of words which forms a part of sentence and contains a subject and a predicate is called a clause. Now a clause is called as what is a group of words. Even the sentence definition also is the same. A group of words which makes a complete sense. Now in the clause also is like the sentence only. But what is the difference between a clause and a sentence? If we see the different kinds of clauses, then we will come to know that it is a part of sentence. If it is a main clause, it will give us the complete meaning, and if it is a subordinate clause, it will give us half meaning. So we will see now the more about clause. As I said earlier, clauses are divided into two kinds: main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause is also called as independent clause and subordinate clause called as dependent clause. Now see the words. These words give us the meaning of the clause. Main clause, which is the important, and subordinate, which is important but little bit less important. Now the other name of main clause is independent. It means the main clause can stand alone. Means if we see one example of main clause, it will be complete in meaning. That's why it is called as independent. On the other hand, subordinate clause is called as dependent clause. It means it is dependent on something. That something means the main clause. For what? To make the complete sense or complete meaning. The subordinate clause is dependent on the main clause. Now, the conditional clause is a type of subordinate clause. It is usually linked with the main clause with the conjunction if. Now here, as I told you, we are going to learn if clause, which is a type of subordinate clause. Now already I have told you the subordinate clause is called a dependent. It means it requires the main clause for giving the complete meaning. And so here also the word if, that is the conjunction, it joins the main clause and subordinate clause, and that's why the sentence which is with the conjunction if is called as if clause sentence or conditional sentence. Now here you can see the if clause table. If clause, main clause, two columns I have made. Zero conditional, present simple tense, and even main clause also simple present tense. This table will show us that if the if clause is in simple present tense, then the main clause will be also in simple present tense. Then we have first conditional, second conditional, third and mixed conditional. These all we will learn one by one with the detailed information of each and every conditional clause. So first we will learn zero conditional clause. Now you can see that condition plus result. Now what we will see this through an example. Now if the condition, if you stand in the rain, what will be the result of that? You get wet. Now if you observe both these sentences, they are joined with comma and if also is used. Secondly, both the sentences are in simple present tense. Let's have one more example. If you heat ice, what will be the result? It melts. So present simple plus present simple is called as zero conditional clause. Now where we use this clause? facts which are generally true or scientific facts, the condition always has the same result. Now it is a scientific thing that if you heat ice, definitely it is going to be melt. It will not remain in the solid form. Uh, Likewise, if you stand in rain, definitely you will be going to be become wet. So the condition always has the same result. Now, one note is there. We use the present simple tense in both the main clause also and the if clause also. Now let's learn the zero conditional with some more examples. As we know that in grammar, practice is more important. How much practice you will do? You will understand the particular part very clearly, and for that reason we will take some more examples of if clause, but in that zero conditional clause. Number 1. If I go to school, I get up at 7. See, the explanation is given. Whenever I go to school, I get up at the same time. And you must also have the same habit that when you go to school, you have to get up not at 7 o'clock but even earlier than that. So both are the present tense. And which is the main clause? I get up at 7 is the main clause, and if I go to school, that is the subordinate clause, and which is called as if clause. So what is the condition? If I go to school, and what will be the result? That I get up at 7. Means if you have to go to school, then only you will wake up at 7 o'clock. Otherwise, you may wake up little bit late also. Number 2. If you park your car on double yellow lines, you pay a fine. It means whenever you park illegally, that is double yellow line is not allowed for parking. So that is illegal. And if you park your car on that double yellow lines, definitely you have to pay a fine. So what is the condition? If you park your car on the double yellow line, that is the condition. And what will be the result? You have to pay a fine. Let's have some more practice. I take my umbrella if it rains. Now see, in this sentence, the if clause is used at the end of the sentence. It means if clause we can take in the beginning also and in the second half of the sentence also. I take my umbrella if it rains. So what is the condition? It rains. And what will be the result? I take my umbrella. Now if you again see the construction of this sentence, as we have used the if clause in the second part of the sentence, so there is no comma, means comma is not used in this kind of sentence. Now see the next sentence. Comma is used there because if people eat too much, they get fat. The if clause we have used in the beginning, and so we have to use comma after the if clause, and then we have to write main clause. So two things are clear. If we are using if clause in the beginning, we have to use comma, and if we are using the if clause in the second part of the sentence, we don't have to use comma. So we'll see the next example. If you touch a fire, you get burned. People die if they don't eat. You get water if you mix hydrogen and oxygen. You are students of science, you know that. The H2O means what? Water. Snakes bite if they are scared. Again, if clause we have used in the second half. If babies are hungry, they cry. Again in the beginning part with the comma. So as we are learning the if clause, with the same time we have to learn using the punctuation marks properly. So I hope you must have understood if clause, and in that if clause we have learned zero conditional. That is, if the main clause is in present tense, subordinate clause also will be with the present tense. That is if clause. So I hope you all the if clause is clear to you. We'll see the other conditionals in the second video. Thank you.